Okay, so today what I want to talk about is how easy it is to make 5k a month from tutoring, to make 10k a month from tutoring, and that's without with all of the efficiencies or group lessons or anything like that, right? To make 5k a month or 10k a month of tutoring, it's all just numbers, right? So I pulled up this whiteboard. I know a bit about numbers. Obviously, I taught physics A level, so I know a bit about what I'm doing. Now, if we break down that 5k a month, if we break down that 10k a month, you can see how easy it is. And I'm not assuming that we do group classes, and I'm not assuming that we charge a gazillion pounds an hour or something like that. We charge the um, absolute basic rate if you're a teacher or if you're a tutor that knows what they're doing. So let's start off with, we'll make some assumptions, right? The first assumption is we do one-to-one tutoring. So what does that mean? That means for every student, we teach them for 1 hour, right? The second assumption is that for every student, we know some are going to want 1 hour a week and some are going to want 2 hours a week or 3 hours a week. Let's assume that on average, our students are going to want 1.5 hours a week. Average of 1.5 hours a week, right? Obviously, this depends on the type of subjects you're teaching. If you're teaching, A-level chemistry, they're going to want more than 1.5 hours a week. But if you're teaching them 11 plus preparation or just, general primary school tutoring, it might be less, right? But let's just assume this. Okay. Remember, I'm bringing it down to the bare bones. Like, we're not making money here. We're really just grinding. We're making sure that's, absolute basic stuff here. So we're assuming 1.5 hours a week, and now let's assume. I don't know if I can transcribe everything. Let's assume £50 per hour, right? I've already spoke about this. If you're charging £10 an hour, if you're charging £20 an hour, zero. That's bad. You should not do that. Don't waste your time. Charge £50 an hour and clients will pay it comfortably. You just need to find the right clients. If you're speaking to too many clients that are haggling you and putting pressure on you, you're in a tornado, right? You're trying to escape this tornado. You're surrounded by people that are haggling you and putting pressure on you on price. Try to escape this tornado. Try to find a different group of clientele. But let's just assume £50 an hour. Now, if you don't believe me, if you don't believe people are paying £50 an hour, pretend that you have a daughter or pretend that you have a son that needs that type of tuition and find out how much it costs, right? If you had a one-to-one tutor. Do the market research. Like, if you haven't done market research or haven't found out what the average price is and you're just pulling numbers from thin air, and you can't blame me for, putting pressure on you. Find out what the average price is for someone with your experience, and if you should at least pick the average. At least pick the average. If you're confident, if you're good at marketing, go above average, but you should at least pick the average. The average is £50 an hour. So let's assume £50 per hour, right? Now, if our target is 5k a month, right? Let's say we want £5,000 a month, an incredible salary, right? If you're in the UK, at £5,000 a month, you're getting paid more than the vast majority of people in the UK. Average salary in the UK is 2.5 or 2.6. So at 5k a month, easy peasy, right? You're comfortable. But let's just go with that, and then remember, we've just done basic stuff. We haven't done any group tutoring. We've said that for every student we teach them for 1 hour, right? and we assume that they need 1.5 hours a week. Very basic assumptions. Okay, this is not. I'm not expecting you to be a master salesperson, or run group classes or speak to 100,000 people. We're not asking you to do any of that. I just want to see how many students do we need to get this amount, right? 5K a month. And if you don't believe me, do the calculations yourself. Okay, I'm stalling, right? So let's say at 5K a month and at £50 an hour for 1.5 hours. Let's say 5K a month, and let's split it up per week, right? So 5K a month per week is 1,250 a week. Okay, at 1,250 a week, we need, how many hours is that, right? So if we do a calculation, 1,250 divided by 50, that's 25 hours a week of tutoring. Crazy, right? 25 hours of tutoring. Now, we assume that each student is going to want, on average, 1.5, right? Depends on your subject. Maybe it's 2, maybe it's 1, maybe it's 3. But let's say 1.5. 25 hours a week divided by 1.5, that's 17 students. So, without even pushing the boundaries in terms of one-to-one tutoring or upselling them on more classes or adding to your rate to make you above the average, well, these are all average stuff. We just need 17 students. 17 students. 17 students. A classroom is 30 nowadays. In my school, it was like 28. 17 students. So, really, this is all you need to do, right? And all you need to do is find these 17 students, and they each pay you £50 an hour. Okay? So hopefully we agree that this is doable. This is doable. Come on. 17 students. 17 students, and you're working 25 hours a week. And you're earning 50k a month, 5k a month. Not bad. When I started out, I had around 20 students. I honestly didn't even try. I had 20 students, and I had no marketing and no website. I was just on a bunch of tutoring agencies and then taking them for myself. 20 students, each paying me £50 an hour. And for my A-level physics, genuinely, some parents wanted me 4 hours a week. There was one lady, she wanted me to come Monday to Friday, 5 hours, 6 hours a week, 6 hours a day, at £50 an hour. And this is really bare bones stuff. This is like 19-year-old, 20-year-old stuff. If you're not 20 years old, you should be doing more than this basic stuff, right? If you're a teacher with a bit of wisdom, if you've had experience with parents, experience with teachers, with students, this is really like basic stuff, right? And it's all marketing. It's all just like talking about how good of a tutor you are and your experience. Like, it really is basic stuff, right? So I had 20 students, each paying me £50 an hour for my A-level physics. And this is like 2016, 2017, like 10 years ago, 8 years ago. Now, that's at 5k a month. Let's just say you're looking for that special number, which is 10k a month. right? 10k a month. How doable is it? Right. Well, we just need to double the numbers, right? So at 10k a month, if we assume one-to-one tuition, and we're assuming 1.5 hours a week each student, therefore 10k a month equals 2.5k a week equals 50 hours a week of tutoring equals times by 2, 33.33, 33 students. I know it's 17, but I rounded it up here and I'm rounding it down here. 33 students, right? 33 students. This is why I struggle, right? I speak to a lot of people. And they think how impossible it is, and like, how can Mohammed be making money tutoring? How can these people be making money tutoring? And how have they quit their teaching job? You know, no one is telling me the secret. How they quit their teaching job. All of your friends have quit. You don't know how they quit. This is how they've quit. This is literally how they quit. They just found 17 students to tutor for the average price and the average amount per week. And they're making 5k a month. They've doubled their salary compared to their teaching salary, right? If they're good, 33 students, and they're making 10k a month. It sounds like it's so small. Do the calculation. You have a phone. Literally, pull it up. Do it yourself. Figure it out. Okay, so this video is to not make you feel like crap. I'm sorry. I know it sounds like it. I'm sorry that it does sound like it. But it's to give you a reality check. This number is not an impossible number, this 10k a month. And the reason why you're not there is you think it's an impossible number, but when you break it down, it's 33 students, right? This is the average per week, average rate. If you do it above average, if you do it at a stronger level, you obviously need to do less tutoring per week. Let's leave it there, right? Let's leave it there. Think about it, absorb it, try to appreciate this video, do the calculations yourself. Send me any questions you have. But yeah, it's really simple. It's really simple. This is 10k a month. This isn't even 10k a month is not a 100k salary. 10k a month is a 120k salary. At 100k salary, 100k a year, it's around 8k a month. 8k a month is even less students, even less hours at the average rates of £50 per hour. And maybe you're going to think, no, £50 per hour is too much. £50 per hour is too much. Okay, let's see right now. I'm going to pretend you're not going to do market research. I'm giving you a hard time, but you're not going to do market research. You don't believe me £50 an hour is the average rate. I'm going to do it for you. Okay, let's look together. Popular website, tutorhunt.com, to find out how, if I wanted to hire a tutor, how much would it cost, right? Online, I'm not even going to say do A-level. I'm going to say GCSE, or maybe even primary school. Let's do 11 plus, right? 11 plus. This is really the starting stage of tutoring. Let's go for this fella. He is a medicine student. Okay? He's charging £36 an hour. He's a medicine student. Anyway, let's look at lessons taught, right? £45 an hour, £46 an hour, £90 an hour, £55 an hour, £37 an hour, £74 an hour, £34 an hour, 27. This fella, he's just a fella. A friendly and experienced DBS certified online tutor. He's just a guy. 20. You see what I'm saying? These people are just normal people. They're not teachers. They don't have a background in this Coco girl. She's saying that her background is that she has 7 stars in GCSE. That's pretty good. And she's charging £85 an hour. this is really like, she needs a lot of work on her marketing. The first thing she says is, "I've got 7 A stars in GCSE." She clearly grown. Anyway, £54 an hour, £100 an hour, 48. Do you see what I'm saying? I hope if you did your own research that you can find this out yourself. £31 an hour, £38 an hour. But these people are just normal people, you know. They're not teachers. If I was to do teachers only, right, the number changes. Oh, £46 an hour, 90, 36, 67, 58, 43, 74, 59, 74, 37, 118, 40. Okay. So look, I did the research for you. That's for 11 plus. If you change it to anything higher than 11 plus, you're gonna get higher rates. Hopefully you can see that this number is not impossible. This 10k number is not impossible, and it's round the corner. It really is round the corner. You just need to help. You just need to find 33 students. You just need to find 17 students, right? And we know working with us, we're able to get you 10 a week, 20 a month, very comfortably, using automation, using paid ads. You'll get to the point where we've gotten you 20 students and you're like, I don't want to work 50 hours a week. Here, you need 33 students. You need to work 50 hours a week. You might be like, I don't need 10k a month. I only need 6. So how am I to find me 20 students, right? So working with us, we're able to get you 10 a week, 10 a month, very comfortably. It's very easy, using automation, using our marketing skills. So hopefully that's a good video. Hopefully it's a bit of a reality check. I'm going to act like that person that needs to speak to you in this way, right? There's a lot of people in your life, they're going to tell you, no, it's impossible, it's very difficult. I'm here to tell you it's not. I'm here to tell you I did it when I was 20 years old, 21 years old. So look, I know that we know the number is big, right? 5k a month, 10k a month. And even though we've broken it down, you might think, where do I even start? How do I even get my first student? How do I even get my first 10 students? How do I get to that 17 student number? That's why we're here, right? Our job isn't to break down numbers or to do calculations for you. Our job is to help you get those students, give you the insights, give you the knowledge so that it can stick with you for life. You can apply it to your tutoring business, but you can also apply it to any other business, right? And this is just marketing fundamentals. Our job is to get you those students, show you the way. Look, if you're interested in more time with us, if you're interested in more bespoke advice, we have a call set up together. We can speak about it then. Or if we don't have a call set up yet, use the link on our website and get a call booked in with us. We can meet one-to-one. I can understand exactly your challenges and point you in the right direction to get to your first 10 students, get to your first 20 students. It's just 10 students across the country, or it's just 20 students across the country. So as long as you have the knowledge, it shouldn't be the most difficult challenge in the world, right? We help our clients get 20 new students a month, 30 new students a month. Once you're really on it and you want to grow your business, we help tuition centers get 50 students a month. So book a call with us. If you already have a booked call with us, then make sure that you come with the right questions, you come with the right motivation, and we'll make sure you're earning that 5k a month, 10k a month in no time at all.